Hello and welcome back. You never heard of her? The last time we got here to this place that should have been condemned decades ago, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this. Mary Bell Scarlet next time you see Mary Bell Scarlet next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Look out the window. There's like a button to press that's like... Oh god, what did I do? I took a screenshot apparently! Maybe shift? Control... No, don't skip. Tab? No. What do I keep doing? I don't know. There's an option to press that gets rid of the bubble. Hold on. Where are controls? Anyways, you can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. No, I wouldn't, because I'm not a gardener. You go out and pull weeds, chop trees. Definitely not that. Carve topiaries. I don't even know what that is. Because I'm dumb sometimes. And do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you sit by a fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it. Just one. And drink floral tea while enjoying the bird song like Colonel Sanders would want you to. Not really, I'm joking. But yeah. Colonel Sanders is the KFC guy. I know he's just called the Colonel. I don't know. I don't know. I'm being dumb. Yeah, you definitely do that, just not right now. Okay, you can see why your cousin said you shouldn't put your clothes in the you should put your clothes on the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up doll. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. Apparently my brother has like a fear of dolls, and I honestly don't blame him, but like, I don't know. Probably shouldn't have said that, but whatever. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Okay, so it's not that kind of game where you just pocket every random object you can. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Why not? A friend! You drag your suitcase over the dresser and open the bottom drawer. You know, I kind of regret not picking the freaking talking to animals thing, because this would be a great encounter. An opossum lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Offer it your boiled peanuts. Hold out your still dripping bag of... Possum hisses in disgust, stiffens, and begins to drool, feigning death. Can I reload? I want a different option. Oh well. Maybe we could talk to him later. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd been better off keeping your clothes in your nice, clean bag, but there's no going back now. I'll go take a nap. Collapse on the bed, you're tired enough. That being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing it. Also, you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. Not really. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in a strange place, and you can't feel the spring. You can feel the springs pressing in through the back. I'm bad at reading, apparently. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. See what else for you to do here right now. Consume. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls from your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, a bread, a plate, and a knife. Oh, God. Approach Frou Frou. The cat hisses as you draw near, but remains firmly in place. This is clearly Frou Frou's spot on the counter. Hack away from Frou Frou, trying not to make any sudden movements. Cabinets. Dishware outlet. Utensils. Grab a bowl? Oh God. I can probably steal her ice cream just immediately. If I was like, grab the mug. Or examine. Examine the mug. I was blown away. Blowing rock, North Carolina. Carolina. So your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Might not have been them. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Examine the shot glass. I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearline, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you heard from your mom, Pearline wasn't the type to have quiche friends who gave out themed shot glass at the birthday parties. Grab a plate and a butter knife. Now some actual food. I'm not gonna steal this stuff. I'd feel guilty. Didn't I just search? No, I searched the cabinet. Search the fridge. Reading Janie Stay Out in all caps. Below it in separate handwriting are the words okie dokie. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Yeah. Grab ice cream. Check mayonnaise. You know, you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the old jar label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. It's old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. Examine the old takeout. Oh my God, what is that? Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. For God, why? Why? Heads, I put it back like the smart person. Tails, I eat it. Why does it always go somewhere I can't freaking find it? Oh my God! What is wrong with me? What kind of horrible goblin would do this? You think to yourself as you trip your hands into the goop. It's thicker than expected, almost spongy. You scoop up into your wretched claw of a hand and slowly bring it to your mouth, allowing its musk to permeate your senses before the slime fills your mouth. It tastes like rot, like the smell of decaying mulch and burning leaves and fish heads festering on the beach. It feels even worse, like your mouth is full of slugs. You can almost feel it writhing in there, though perhaps that's just your own tongue convulsing in disgust at what you've done. Swallow it. You swallow the slime. You've done it. And there's no going back now. It slid down your throat like a mass of wriggling worms. Your gag reflex tries to reject it one final time before it passes into your stomach, but your will is stronger. A layer of waxy residue now coats the inside of your mouth and throat, and your teeth squeak from the slippery film. making it impossible to forget what you've done. You have a feeling that for the consequences was a problem for the future. Take jelly. Oh, grape jelly. Careful checking expiration. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in the kitchen tablet that actually uses. Oh, considering the unholy amounts of jelly, I just realized, she probably likes it for more than just. She probably got it for more than just this, maybe. I don't know. All you need now is some bread. It's not unholy amounts, I guess, but and peanut butter. Better close the fridge and keep looking. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Pantry. Oh my gosh, it's actually like not. It's not gross, surprisingly. Examine them. No, I didn't want to pick it up. I thought. Can't say you've ever seen. Cook it for yourself. It was the dead mouse on. Where's the death? Oh God, I just saw it. Put it back. Put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. I know I'm the cheese guy, and that's sort of my brand, but I can't take it. I don't wanna. Take bread. Pick up one of the non-moldy okay, so it's not nearly as pristine as I thought it was. Great, one step closer to a satisfying snack. All I need now is some peanut butter. Take the butter. The king of nut butters, and only 3%. Isn't that supposed to be GIF? I guess they changed it to GIF for copyright reasons. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroach. What? It's like the last ingredient you need to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. You close the pantry door as best as you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Create PB&J. Even though you're already eaten God knows what from the fridge, your ravenous form quickly sets to work on making peanut butter. Well done, yay! On that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Check out the garden. Huh. This garden was reclaimed by wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Yeah, sure. Oh, this place is actually nice. Is that a graveyard? You want a further garden? It's quiet out here. Oh, that's it. Okay, that was kind of disappointing. I'm done here. Congratulations, you've eaten, and I'll have a full day ahead of you. What to do next? Investigate. Can I pick up that coin? No. I'm not good at like flipping coins, so I just drop it onto the floor, and whatever side is up is the result. But heads, I go to the west wing, and tails, I freaking go to town. Okay. Tablets are gone. There's no one stopping you from going in the forbidden wings of the estate. Okay, so there's one thing stopping me. Try the nearest door, only being impeded by locks and chains. Okay, so I'm sensing that if I picked the one trait, I would have been able to get through this. But might as well head to town. Cousin gone. There's nothing for you to really do here. You drop off bags in your room and head out to explore the town. Urban Explorer. The Eye. Oh, wait, shit. You can't see the achievements, can you? there was an achievement for a few things. That's what I was reacting to in the corner. But anyway. Dang, it's already been 15 minutes. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed with you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe your mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Again, maybe it's the perfect time. Why not? I don't see why not. It's really pretty out here, but there's a puke. Oh, God. Force it down. You're not... Oh, man, this music's actually pretty good. Force it down. You're not escaping. Not going to let this slime get the best of you. You think to yourself as you muster up every last ounce of willpower and force it back into your guts. You're safe for now, but there's no telling how long it'll last. Finally, you made it back to town. I already know what the freaking title's gonna be. The Takeout! The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Doggo! Gretchen, come back! Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. I'm gonna warn you, first off, most of the characters in this game are actually women. So, like, I'm gonna have to be, like, voicing them. So, I'm Mothman. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. The excitement of meeting this new stranger causes your stomach churn. Once more, the slime is making its escape. It's gonna come off. Might as well get this. No! I can do this all day. You think to yourself as you struggle once more to force the slime back into your stomach. You succeed, but you don't think you'll manage to pull this off again. Oh, God. Hey, okay, you don't look so great. Yeah! I'm good here! I'm okay, just a bit of stomach ache. Yeah, sorry, I just ate something earlier that didn't agree with me. Aw, we've all been there. I hope you feel better soon. I can look away. How do I introduce myself so you won't be so nervous? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in Holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of cool folks. But you don't look dusty enough for that. Yeah, definitely. You are in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Oh my gosh, freaking. No. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Colin. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been worried about her all alone in that big house. She's in conflict with her. Whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha. I'm kind of regretting picking Mystical. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? Oh, maybe she did say Tabby, I don't know. She's in conflict with whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha. I hope you mean that metaphor. Yeah. To tell you the truth, she's always been a little rough around the edges, but most people don't really catch on to that. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so to herself. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to be able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. I was Puck, and she was Mustard Seed. I am assuming that's a play. I'm not cultured, although apparently, according to Tabitha, I am. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. And I'm back. Sorry, my mother got home. She got her job. Hooray! And I don't even know if you saw my cursor there. I was on the freaking OBS screen. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up in the bin here. But then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just got into town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for Con. They have amazing biscuits, my treat. Is this Oblivion? Why do I have a lack of options? I literally just ate. Pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food, greasy sweet. Food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Rude. Especially you, you're double rude. He looks like he's seen better days, doesn't he? Sam refuses to be contained. You've held it back for too long, and it yearns to be free with the force. As it burrows through your side, you spot a small trash can. You aim, slamming her up. Someone made it in, but much. Rushing out of the kitchen to mop. Still hurries. That you don't hurry someone to a booth. Like. You get them out of there. Really, what? Oh, she better put more food in her freaking gullet. Or, not her, why did I say her? His gullet. I don't know. I guess he's not feeling very well. Looks like your entrance is probably more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Are you feeling okay? Do you need anything? Just a little. I'm reaping what I've sown, don't mind me. I ate something that I knew would make me sick, and now here we are. So I've been there, pal. I hope you feel better after laying it all out. Hey, stranger. Hope you're feeling better. He has a piercing. And Stella, I already went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully put a cup of especially. Oh, I guess that's the thing. On the table in front of Stella. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your That's the button! They should have told me this way sooner. I'm gonna turn down the game audio, the desktop audio, but there. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you? Imagine you're a waiter, okay? You go to a table and the people at the table offer you food. Like, isn't bacon bad for dogs? Gretchen's like one of those 110-year-old ladies who had a daily glass of wine her whole. So I stopped now. Maybe it's been a secret to her longevity. Anyways, don't worry. Always keep an eye on her diet. And make sure to only give her the leaner cuts. I gotta go and start. Who just orders a biscuit? Ugh, coffee. How much is the coffee? $1, but that gets your one of the refills. Can you throw in a biscuit too? I hear they're really good. Best in the country. Who goes to a diner and orders just a biscuit? Avery pours the fragrant brew of the empty mug in front of you. They linger after turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have a chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. I don't remember you saying get a biscuit, but whatever. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? Hold on. It just seems a bit loud. I don't know. That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. It's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night. So that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too. So it'll be a special occasion. Sorry, did you say reading? Is potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. A nun? What the frick is that? Bad game. No, I'm joking, but, I'm joking, because that's a shame. That's probably what I would say. But, a non-religious community in the rural South? That's gotta be unusual. I know, we must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty God-fearing folks in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Ah, I see. Fair enough. Well, the building's fine, but the pastor's another story. There's something a little off about the guy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I'll probably just do what I can to support Tabitha through this. I kind of seem to spend time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for her full schedule. That's really sweet of you, but you're right, that definitely leave you plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, and I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. There's your biscuit. Winnie says on the house she sends her condolences. You didn't have to do that. It looks... No worries, hope you enjoy it. Let's go. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it's good. Divinity given buttery form. Take a bite, you melt your mouth as if nothing but butter is suspended in a thin matrix of dough. The shit kind of food are you eating? It's like that one anime. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Wow, this is really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So Stella mentioned she's famous. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Cell size. I'm a YouTuber. Oh, so everybody's a frickin' YouTuber. You and everyone else. How does that make you money? What kind of videos? She hunts cryptids. Oh, she's one of those. You really check out her channel, Collins. Amazing. Called Stella6969 at YouTube.com. Wait, how did you know my name? Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry. I'm sure that must seem creepy. It does. Oh, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. The Hollow's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family. Oh no, who's been talking about? That's a little unsettling. Knowing I've been talked about, but not knowing what's been said is weird. Sure it is, but at least you're here now. Yeah, and anything Pearline said about you won't hold up to meeting the real you. You can always make a good first impression and wipe the slate clean with the whole town. And in the case of your illness, you can always make us a good... How is that, like, you can't blame someone if that's the first thing. Like, if they throw up. You can't really... Oh god, what has she been saying about me? Oh jeez, look, I'm sorry I said anything. Oh, don't worry, Pearline was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Spreading weird little rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. Anyways, we were in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious. I guess we were, weren't we? I think the best video to start with would be that river one, not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Except it's 30 minutes. I should probably really just make these an hour long each. Also, freaking. These dogs are designed to fail, but they are just adorable. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much of that footage at the time, but it would end up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Hold on, let me. I'm not gonna be able to show it. I was gonna use the sniping tool to frickin' do that, and then yeah. Hold on, my phone's making noise. Sorry about that. My phone's like, you need to delete shit, and I'm like, no, not right now. Booksmart. The size and shape of the creature's body tells you it's likely a predator, and it's definitely not a wolf. You seem to recall that mountain lions used to live up here. Who's to say if there aren't a few left? It's probably like a mountain lion that drowned or something is floating in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but that was the case. It'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara. It must escape from a local wildlife sanctuary. What? We're in America. I don't think there's wildlife sanctuaries for capybaras. I could be wrong, but I'm still not sure what it was. And I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. That's an honest-to-God cryptid right there. Maybe it's a mountain lion. Definitely got that predator shape and size, and there used to be a population in North Carolina. No, no way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions left this far east. Did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. There's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. It's probably the freaking corpse, you fool. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. I'm sure not like in local sanctuaries we're missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly, some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commentators the world for years to come. So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm going to go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Oops, sorry Avery. It's okay. I should probably get to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you all around. Oh no, wait, that was him. Or someone. I don't know. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunky. Is that an action? Isn't that just worse speak? Doesn't Skunk Ape live in Florida? Oh, you know yourself, don't you? I knew he'd be a great partner. It mostly lives in Florida, but there have been sightings as far north as Virginia. Virginia! While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So you want to tag along? Hold the camera from me while I narrate against the darkening sky. Freaking dog. Remain silent. Just freaking... No. Just no. Will the dog be there? Of course, it's actually been a while since I had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll be kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible. We had a lot of... Yeah, my first videos were awful too. But we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together like Scooby-Doo. Though I guess Kanika had to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Don't mind if I make a quick call. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was calling to ask if you want to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. It's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyways, we're going to look for Skunk. Also known as Worst Bigfoot. We could take the easier trails, that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week. We could have more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looked like it's just you and me, pal. Is he okay? Not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. We'll see. I don't know how much I should commit to doing this week. That's fair, but if he had the time, he'd love to meet you, and I think you'd get along. Well, we can talk about making friendship plans later. For now, we've got Skunk Ape to hunt, so we should probably head out if you want to make it up to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. I'll forget out. Maybe it's time to make a good second impression. After all, at worst, seems like everyone here has heard awful things from you about your now deceased aunt. Leave a generous tip. Reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5. That's not a generous tip. Getting such a short dining experience. That's not. I guess since it was free, but you know, you smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. So turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. It had been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon. Hold on. I'm back. My father got home, so I was up with the dog. It had been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization, and the people you know are following someone you just met in search of monsters. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams as leave, but at the same time you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Don't feel it. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record since last year, at least. As these days, each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be much worse. Not where I live. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change like normalcy has returned, if only for a moment. Sorry, that's a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun like Are you really expecting to find anything out here? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming? That's fair, we are hunting a creature that's stayed in from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out the star on my little... Hey, the chances are never zero, right? Headline bad around. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? Like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go on all sorts of spooky stuff. After all sorts of I never had much luck, though, especially when it comes to goat. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened, and it was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe ghosts so bad. I can't rule out the possibility there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, sure as heck I haven't seen any myself. Werewolves, I kinda lump him with cryptids. I'd be shocked there were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre. Cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't want to consider the possibility that they exist. Because if they're out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed. So let's hope No! What? What about aliens? Don't get me started. Did you see those UFO videos that come? Oh god, why'd I bring it up? Aliens are definitely an absolute visit to Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know we're not alone out here, but everything is good. Well, you've got to meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two would get along. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? You know, just kidding. Holy shit, hold on. Okay, I'm back. I had to make a call. Anyways, has anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. Oh no, not bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wumpus. What? But I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out the wumpus cats was actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And so running for help, Gretchen just sat outside bored to tears. Last she was not. Took about an hour to get loose, which is pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto Old Duke property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later, I barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, and all things considered. Are you sure it's safe? I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? No, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged for pretty. I really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well, and these trails are a ways off from his farm. If it makes you feel any better, I've been out on the trail with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. Worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easily. But hey, there's no point worrying about whatever bad stuff might happen to us. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're as prepared as can be. It can even carry bear mace. If you're as prepared as you can be, give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead. It's not like being anxious ever stops anything bad from happening. My experience, all it does make the bad things worse. The only thing you can do is tell yourself this has happened. Just note back to before this bad thing happened, and then you work things out to make things better. You just like to drone on, don't you? Anyways, all this said, we're good. Don't worry. Did you hear that? You said something about me being a truck. Sandy's always jumping at nothing, girl. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie. That's old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for out here? Sorry. Skunk Ape? Sorry I asked. And who this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. Apparently people do call it that. Such a dumb man. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. What? Another opportunity for a salty introduction. Offer Duke the boiled peanut. Well, that slippery bag in front of Duke. It's grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack, like a scent of old beer, but you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Also, I should say, boiled peanuts from your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you. Now both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? Best you steer clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter. I won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting? Something tall and hairy. Something musky? Have you seen like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that darn camera down. Come on, Duke, mate. Come on, Duke, maybe I can help you out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you trump around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungus. Something's been getting at my chick, and I've lost 3 this week, and I can't afford to lose many more than that. I'm so sorry to hear that, but I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now, see, this is why you don't come about these things. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. I ain't no skunk ape, wherever the heck it is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do think, actually. It's those darned mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find one in any one night of tracking. On my throat. No, for a fact, that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since 1990s. And even those were iffy. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted a couple school age boys has been 100% confirmed yet. Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people are posting on your video. They're all calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes, what I know to be true. You're giving me freaking No Bark from New Vegas impressions. I seen them chupacabras. I'm sorry, Duke. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody I knew. I just don't think it's possible. Plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. Oh God, I'm sorry. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods. I don't drink anything freaking like that. I don't drink one. Mystical, as Duke's word leave your mouth, a sinking feeling start pull at your stomach, as if the four of you were inexorably creeping towards something terrible. I don't think this ends well for you. Imagine saying, Mystical, I don't think this ends well for you. I'm tempted to pick it. But, don't let him speak. Stand awkwardly by as the two continue to argue. Duke, you're just wasting your time. Give us one night out there and see what we can find, and I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this. Yeah, right. You'll get some shaky footage of a raccoon and claim it heretofore unknown creature. Has heat ray vision or such nonsense. I know what I'm looking for, and there's no way I'm backing down. But I got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. You ain't one on a schedule. As you well know, my boy Bo and me are headed down to State Fair to show off Big Betty tomorrow morning. We'll be gone near a whole week, so our chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost more of my poor little... Aww. Let's just go, Stella. He's not gonna budge. You're right, no point losing any more time arguing. Fine, we'll head back to town. Break a leg out there, Duke. Break a what now? I mean, good luck, old man. Alright, have a nice day, yo. Have a nice night, y'all. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Silent fall. Trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera. Position. As night falls, my new assistant, the Misty, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape that mostly encountered in Florida. The possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. Ugh. Okay, you call you. I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scene once the sun sets all the way. Alright. In the meantime, we get to take in all the beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? Mystical. Though you and Stella are back on your own, the unsettling feeling that penetrated your gut earlier still. Something wrong in these woods, though. What it is still eludes you. Something wrong in there. It feels oppressive, dark. You don't have to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're No, something metaphor. Yep, gotta be skunky. No, no, more like a storm is coming. Don't worry, I checked. No, not that kind of storm. We're in for a beautiful cloudless night. It really is the perfect time for a hike. Unless you mean metaphorical storm, I don't think weather radar picks up on those. The way my gut usually warns me if I'm gonna run into trouble, and I feel A-okay. A quiet moment of Stella is broken by a loud snort. Whoa, was that a deer? I need to look at the options more. I've seen videos of them making that spooky low warning snort, but I've never heard it in person. Sure was. Let's check it out. Hold on. Hold on. You can still hear footfalls of animals retreating into the woods. She reaches for a flashlight. Okay. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. And then it's gone. What the crap was that? Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. Gonna hurt yourself. Oh, that's her. She cannot handle deer. Dude, deer in real life are actually pretty creepy. Like, they do weird stuff. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She had a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. Too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Sis? Dear. Why did you bring her with? There's something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. Not like all the animals can get girls taken care of, so they get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen out here with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. And happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17. Dang! My dog's like 6 or 7, and she's like at the end, nearing the end of her life, I'm pretty sure. It's like, my dog's pretty much a bigger version of these things. Like a bulldog. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I feel like the fresh mountain air next to have helped a lot in that regard. It defies the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Remain silent. Hey, are you hungry? Seems like a great time to take a snack break. It's an apricot. What the heck? As you settle to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Sesame? No thanks, I'm not really. It's only fair. We should take a little rest anyway. We've been hiking for a little while now, and things might get exciting after this if we're lucky. Stick! And Stella settled down on an overlook, snacks in hand as a quiet. Okay. So tell me what it's like in Detroit. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Colin. Internet cafe. I've heard of someone being in internet, like, I've heard of people living in those. It's weird. Like, people have gone missing, and it turns out they've just been living in internet phase in, like, Japan or Asia and stuff, from what I recall. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. Not really, not in real life. Actually, it's more of an attic crawl space. One of the walls slanted out like it's a little uninsulated triangle room. Not really space for much, so I just have my clothes and a futon and a little camp light too, since there's not a light in there. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a space that doesn't sound like a space anyone should be living in. It sounds like staying in that old crumbling matchsack's a pretty big step for you. How are your roommates? Are they at least nice? They're kind of cliquey? What does that even mean? What is cliquey? Am I too old to know what that is? Oh, they're nice enough, but I think they miss having the storage space. They still put boxes in there every now and then for safekeeping. I use them as tables. Gotta be a better apartment than that in a big city like Detroit. Madam, you can't have shit in Detroit. Shrug. Sorry, I pry. So what do you do for a living? I build programmatic ads for a company known to I sell arts and crafts. I'm a streamer. I need service. What service industry? Oh, like freaking yeah. I'm a streamer. Oh no, I feel a content creator. That's awesome. I knew I had a lot in common with. Not in common, So what streams do you do? I play video. I'm a gamer. Oh man, imagine if I named my freaking character Birdly. Just talk to people. I teach people how to cook. Cooking stream. I play video games. That's cool. I have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I probably would. I don't know. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. Might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Manifest destiny. Okay, I should probably, on that note, leave, because it's been an hour and 2 minutes. So, I'd like to thank you guys for being here. Make sure subscribe and donate to my twitch.tv channel. Not really, I don't stream right now. But in any case, this has been Colin, and I hope you guys have a nice day. God bless. Brr.